Hello everyone and welcome to Castle Game of Age of Empires 4. Spawning in the color blue, playing as the French civilization. We got SaS, his opponent, spawning in the color English, playing as in the color English. Man, every time I do an opening, I mess it up. It's a theme at this point in time. Spawning in the color yellow, playing as the English civilization. Crazy. We got Valdemar. Welcome one and all to Castle Game, not live on the ladder. This is a custom game that is going on between Valdemar and SaS. I suspect that this is probably part of KPMM, KillerPigeon's MidweekMuster, a series that's being hosted by KP at the moment. Lots of tournament games coming in every single day, as it is a weekly tournament series. And we're here on EGC, Frisian Marshes, and we're looking at a game between two civilizations that typically you wouldn't expect to see on Frisian Marshes. French I can somewhat understand. French, they got the potential to trade here. You put your market or your landmark even over there. You got a market all the way in the corner. Super good trade routes. English I don't really understand in this one. And that's what makes it a little bit interesting, right? Like maybe Valdemar has got a game plan here. Maybe the kid is cooking something. And we just have to watch and learn. So we're gonna see this matchup unfold. SaS with French at the moment. Did you guys see last week's, or rather yesterday's EGC tournament? Cow has got something amazing cooking up, or he presented something, like a little sheep overlay that kind of compares how many, like it has like this bar as we do like here at the top side, and like compares just how many sheep each player has found in total. And it even has like a tracker for like how many sheep are remaining on the map. It's really great. I wish we could get something like that for actually in-game. The way Cow usually does these kind of things is like with script calls and having multiple Age of Empires clients online at the same time. And it's a nuisance to try and set that up yourself. I wouldn't personally want to set that up myself. It's just really annoying to set something like that up. But it's a cool feature. I wish we could get something like that for the caster mode natively in. That would be amazing. By the way, fellas, if you guys enjoy the content that we're bringing out on YouTube, make sure that you leave a like on the video. Helps me out a lot with the traction very early on when people like the video. YouTube is like, people like this video. I'm going to recommend it to some more people. Helps me out a lot. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. That way you get notified whenever we do upload here on YouTube. Valdemar, bring back home a good amount of sheep. Let's check. How many sheep does SaS have underneath this TC? Not that many, but he did go double scout. Where's the second scout? He is over there and still has a good couple of sheep over there as well. Yeah, some really nice features that Cow is bringing in there. Definitely. I mean, also like the post-game analytics stats that we get on EGC. That's all Cow. That's all Cow doing. Like, he's got like a 14-page document with all the issues that caster mode has at the moment. And he's like, yo, devs, please, hello, 14 pages. Can we reduce the number a little bit? And there's hope. There is hope. Cow was panicking yesterday. I'm not sure if he was panicking. Vodka had like some disconnects there. With the sound and age up bug, yeah, there was some weird stuff going on, like with Vodka's internet. And, you know, like I'm having issues with my internet at the moment as well, which is why I'm kind of like, I want to get a little bit more stuff on YouTube going as well, because if my internet is impairing my ability to live stream, then at least I still have the ability to upload on YouTube, stuff like that. Age up has now come through for SaS as well, and we're actually not seeing an immediate trade. We are seeing a Royal Knight come out instead. Valdemar, he's going for Abbey of Kings and Stable, so I guess that he is firmly expecting his opponent to go for a trade play here. And, you know, trade not happening means that, you know, he can't, like, the thing that he wants to counter just straight up doesn't exist at the moment. We're getting more horsemen in queue as well. Now, Valdemar does have one benefit. It's that he's going to be able to very easily heal up his horsemen. He can just always pull them back to the Abbey, and they're going to get healed up really, real quickly. Meanwhile, if SaS wants to get healing in on his units, he's going to have to research Chivalry, and that's pretty expensive. SaS does see now that Valdemar is going for horsemen, and that that king at the beginning. We are seeing pro scouts coming in for SaS behind us. He is actively scouting out. We'll need to pull this scout back now. On a map where you get a ton of food baseline, it's interesting that he wants to get even more with the pro scout, but you know, it's flavor of the month, flavor of the last 2 months, the pro scout meta. Yeah, we are actually also seeing pro scouts at the moment in queue for Valdemar behind us, so that's pretty interesting. We're seeing a pro scout on pro scout build with English going for pro scouts. Not something that I had on my bingo card today. Villagers are gonna have to pull back for the time being. Ooh, and looks like the scout might actually, nah, he's gonna live. He's gonna live. Villagers though, they're gonna have to evacuate. Villagers, oh, awkward pathing. That's gonna mean we got the first villager kill of the game. Dude, that was loud. You could hear the pain in that villager's voice when he went down. Damn, that's brutal. That is brutal. We're also seeing a follow-up from Valdemar behind all of this, going into Spearman. So Horseman, Spearman, army composition from him. Looking good, looking good. And you know, Horseman, Spearman, that's typically the army composition that you want to go for when you're up against the French. Looks like SaS is gonna lose a scout over here. We'll get taken down. Valdemar continues being active here behind that. We do see a scout escorting 2 knights out on the map. It looks like the first couple of deer are being ferried over. We see the archer range play now coming in as well. There's no villagers on gold. Never mind, there's 5 villagers about to go to gold. SaS, he's gonna see them. SaS has to be careful, doesn't want to lose that scout, and knights should be getting split up now. And is going to be able to, should at least find 1 villager kill there. Villager will get taken down. TC does return a couple of shots onto the knight, leaving him weak. And behind that, Valdemar also tries to go for a raid over on the villagers from SaS. SaS once again pulls the villagers back. And again, the pathing. The villager, he's going for the worst route possible. Tries to, at least SaS drops off the gold, right? So at least he got like 5 bonus gold out of that one. But 2-to-1 villager split. So far when it came to the kills out on the villagers. That's pretty annoying for SaS here at the moment, so... Well, idle time has been caused, but he is going to go out to gold again. He is still gathering up deer behind us, only on a single scout for the time being. We are now seeing the spearmen being pulled forward. More villagers, even more villagers being pulled over to gold. So it looks like now Valdemar wants to go for a castle age transition. He is ferrying deer in with 2 scouts. The archers are going to be here to protect. That much is for sure. Unit pathing is so... I can't say it on YouTube. Almost. We're getting even more scouts in from Valdemar, so he really wants to commit to the pro scout play at this point in time. SaS behind us, he's still only scouting with a single... Well, pro scouting with a single scout. So he's not getting that much in, and Valdemar, he's actively looking for stuff to harass. He's thinking, okay, maybe there is trade going on. Looks around the backside, no trade going on at for the time being, though. 10 villagers, or like 9 villagers on gold and 2 outposts, means that Valdemar is always going to be able to pull his villagers safely into the outpost. Has enough spearmen here to defend as well. Yeah, I feel like both players should probably just be looking for an age up now. I want to say, but we do have the blacksmith. We do have a lot of villagers working on wood. Looks like maybe SaS wants to go for the aggressive play now behind us. We are also getting a blacksmith in for Valdemar, though. We don't have wheelbarrow in. That is all being researched by SaS at the moment. No double broadaxe, so no economy upgrades at all for the time being. Getting more horsemen as well. +1 pierce armor is going to help against the archers. They don't have pierce damage in yet. SaS actually prioritizing the pierce armor upgrade himself. This could be interesting. Looks like SaS really is just committing right now. We will probably see some more knights in queue soon as well, as he is pulling a lot of villagers over to gold. Actually, that's way too many villagers. SaS, what is he doing? What is the macro behind this? 14 villagers on food? Where are the villagers on food? Are there, like, that many? Okay, there are a lot of villagers on the other side. Actively gathering over here. We're seeing survival techniques coming as well. But the English, like, he's not contesting the age-up play from Valdemar behind this. Valdemar, he's barely invested into the military. And he's just going to go for the age-up now. And if he goes for the King's Palace, like, the passive scaling for him is going to be a lot better than it is going to be for SaS. Yeah, this is looking rough now. Valdemar also is going to get an information now, just seeing how many villagers SaS has working on wood. That kind of tells him the story, right? Like, tells him everything he needs to know. That his opponent is likely going to go for the commitment, does kill the scout. That one will get sniped out, and we do see that King's Palace coming in. Would have expected it to come in on, like, the wood line, but, I mean, next to TC just makes it even more safe. Like, this now is like a kill zone, where you're going to have 25 arrows raining upon you if your units get to it. So the only real place that SaS can really attack is going to be that gold mine. Getting chivalry in as well now behind this. There aren't that many knights out at the moment, though. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Archers are going to be in position. We do have pierce damage in as well. Valdemar, he's got enough gold for a couple of knights once this age-up comes through. We're getting into a very uncomfortable spot now for SaS. He cannot contest the age-up timing. I think he cancelled one of his knights, maybe. No, he's queuing up more. He is still going for it. Never mind, pierce damage isn't in yet. And now the age-up is happening as well. SaS, he's in danger. Is he going to go for his own age-up? No, he is reinvesting still. Scout's just going to drop off that deer for the time being. This game is live right now, being played live at the moment. Knights at the front side, up against the horsemen. Archers doing their best to take down the spearmen, but the outposts, they're peppering on them as well. Spearmen, though, slowly but surely, are all gonna start getting taken down. This king, though, it's upgrade. It's upgrade automatically, plus 75 HP. It's really tanky now. Front line from both players. Well, not the front line, but the back line from SaS. It's pretty much completely gone now. Only has these knights remaining. Horsemen do get taken down. At the end of the day, it's still like an even trade between the two. More knights coming in. And SaS is going to be able to regenerate these knights, but this isn't optimal for him at the moment. Not at all. Okay, definitely, yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, the weak knights, you don't want to have them at the front side, because then that happens. That knight could have been regenerated back to full. His goal right now is to just keep denying that gold from Valdemar at the front side. But he's going to lose a lot every time he tries to go for that. He does still have a lot of knights in queue for him. Has some knights here in the middle of the map as well. And now Valdemar is going to have access to gold again. So with gold, he's going to be able to produce crossbows. He's going to be able to get some monks out on the field as well. He is just getting that. Market should help him balance out his economy. Not that there is a lot to balance out. When you've got nothing, it doesn't really make sense to go for the market. It's not like he needs to balance out his economy, because he literally has not a lot in the bank to balance out. Guildhall is now coming in for SaS, and he does have a lot of military units in comparison. So the exit position here at the moment from into Castle Age, the exit position from Feudal Age, isn't the worst from him. We're seeing villagers getting pulled over to the stone upcropping. We're seeing outposts coming in here on the fish. So food income overall looks good. The gold is all forward, but it's not being pressured at the moment. We are seeing spearmen and crossbow come in. SaS has the archers, so we'll have a counter for that. The one thing that he doesn't have at the moment is access onto the relics, and we will see the first relic now coming in for Valdemar. Villagers on stone, I'm guessing the TC is probably rallied over to stone as well. No, it's still rallied over onto food. Would imagine him to pull a couple more villagers over to stone, either for a second TC of his own, or just to like get a keep up here. Boost up all of his production buildings. 10 knights at the moment, that's a pretty decent number. And Valdemar? Overall, let's look at the income here. 500, 1,000. That's not really fair to compare, though, because we had 12 villagers idle for like a minute here, building that age up. Overall, it's not looking bad. First relic is in. Second relic should be coming in soon as well. We take a look at where exactly we got those monks. So monk is moving out to the relic up here at the top side. Second monk is moving to the relic in the middle. SaS is over there, but looks like he is being dragged back now, courtesy of just those scouts there. That is going to buy Valdemar just enough time to get that relic in. Villagers! Villagers on the food! One goes down. More villagers over here can jump inside the outpost. And now knights are going to be chasing. Do we have textiles in yet? No textiles. Do we have textiles for Valdemar? Valdemar also no textiles. So no textiles on both sides. Crossbow count is starting to climb up, surely but slowly. slowly but surely. We're getting more and more barracks in, so transition into men-at-arms could be coming as well, and SaS, he's gonna need a lot of Arbaletria against the crossbows from Valdemar, because Valdemar can also just boost up his Arbaletria with the attack speed aura. That's gonna be a 3-2 relic split at most, I feel like. Do we have a monastery? We do have a monastery here for SaS, just doesn't have a monk in queue yet. He needs to definitely work on that. We also don't have a second TC in yet from SaS. We are seeing a market. That is good. Instead of going for the scaling factor with another TC, just build 1 to 2 markets and you're gonna be fine with just scaling into traders. Monk is now gonna be in queue. Knight and King still out and about trying to get some raiding done. SaS is gonna spawn out that Monk here. He's also gonna see this Knight and this King. So it's gonna have information on that. It's gonna take down that Monk here. And let's check with the attack move. There is an attack move out over here on this side. So if he spots these units, he is gonna attack into them. Scout in the middle is gonna see the outpost coming in. Scout is gonna get some information here when it comes to the army composition, as we are seeing mostly men-at-arms, spearmen, and crossbowmen. Just a very strong infantry line here that is coming through. And SaS, the answer should be mass Arbaletria. We are seeing archers at the moment in queue. He is soon gonna have enough stone for a keep of his own here inside of his base, boost up the production buildings. But then I really want to see just mass men-at-arms, not mass men-at-arms, mass Arbaletria coming in from him. He also needs to start making use of his mobility. At the moment, SaS is heavily on this gold vein. This is about to run out within the next half a minute or so. This gold mine is going to run out, and then Valdemar is going to have to move out to this gold vein, and that is something that SaS can potentially punish. We are getting some layers of walls in now as well. SaS doing the same thing, wants to also protect his trade route, as we do see the first trader coming in. That's 72 gold per trip. That's very nice. Knight over here wants to take down the Monk, gets denied though. Just courtesy of that one Knight and that King. King is really tanky at this point in the game. Valdemar just keeps on crawling forward with the outpost. Means that he is slowly but surely going to have that network, that attack speed aura, inside the base of his opponent. SaS, he doesn't want to let that happen. He wants to take that village down. Villager doesn't get taken down, can just go back and build that up again. We see bit by bit these outposts are starting to crawl forward, and that's just such a slow but efficient crawl in that's coming through. SaS doesn't have vision on these shoreline fish yet. If he pulls a scout over here, you could see that Valdemar is on the gold mine over there. SaS might be in a little bit of trouble here soon though. He's saving up a lot of resources because he only wants to start producing units once that keep is up. There's not a lot of villagers building that keep though. Oh my god, SaS, you need to pull more villagers onto that keep. Pavisa is coming in. Means that it's going to be very tough to take down these Arbaletria. SaS able to hold here for the time being. I'm not sure why these villagers are getting the Seek Shelter command right now. Knight's coming in as well. Looks like SaS is going to be able to force Valdemar back here, at least for the time being. Knight's maybe a little bit too aggro, but able to force Valdemar back. Gets the keep up, and now he's going to be able to really start investing, right? Like now these units, they're a lot cheaper than they previously used to be. Now he can start investing his resources. Needs to get maybe a couple more archery ranges in. Villager count at the moment, Valdemar does have a lead there. Just courtesy of being on 2TC, but we are seeing the traders like starting to pay off more and more. Do we have another? Yeah, we do have even more markets coming in, so this effectively puts SaS now at like 4TC. 4.5 because his like main TC is already producing like a lot quicker. And now with mass Arbaletria, this is going to be interesting where this game is going to go to from here. But something that he needs, like just looking at the production queue that he has, because he's going to need like at least 2 more archer ranges. Units are getting picked off over here. SaS with the reaction. There we go. Reaction is coming in now. Does have that keep working for him. Are we going to start seeing like a siege workshop coming in? Nothing from the looks of it yet. King and Knight once again. Just going for that little scouting grip. We do have a scout from SaS as well, getting information up on Valdemar's base and the Knights at the same time. Oh, this is a huge trade out at the moment when it comes to the villagers. SaS, he's getting some great value there. Not being too decisive at the moment when it comes to where to focus his knights. Some villagers do get pulled to safety over there. Looks like the king and the knight do get taken down. And villagers just running over to the army now from Valdemar. SaS, he's running in a little bit deeper with a couple of units, wants to cause a little bit more idle time, wants to kill a couple more villagers. Is going to find some here and there, especially now that he knows like where the villagers were in the wood line. He did scout that out, so he is going to be able to get some good villager kills over here. It's going to be one, make that two villagers. But the spearmen are going to be here, and with the bonus attack speed as well, are going to be able to take down that knight. One more villager will get taken down. Looks like the knights have been cleaned up, and SaS actually the one that goes for a trebuchet here. We also have a mangonel coming in. Where's that siege workshop? Siege workshop is over here at the front side. Gold is starting to run out. We see another keep coming in here, protecting. I wish that keep was over here. You would still protect the trade, but you would also protect the gold over there. Walls are not finished up yet, but they are being built up from both sides, actually. Both sides just going for that complete wall off over here. And now at the moment, SaS actually has a good lead when it comes to the economy count. The thing that he doesn't have a good lead in is food income. Food income not looking too hot. Granted though, there's a little bit of food income inside that guild hall, should he need it, so he can always pull that out if need be. Might want to potentially like close that wall in a little bit further over here, because right now, like, Valdemar, he's got a pretty open path out here into middle. Maybe also get some emplacements in on these outposts, just make it very difficult for Valdemar to get raids in with just infantry units. Looks like Valdemar is trying to push in a little bit deeper now. Trebuchets coming in from both sides, and Valdemar now with his own forward keep. Is SaS gonna see this? SaS, I'm gonna take a look at his line of sight. Oh, he actually sees a lot. He sees that keep coming up. Trebuchet in position. And that's not that many villagers building it. 6 villagers. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one for Valdemar to hold. You might need to think about deleting that one. Might need to cancel that one. More villagers are getting pulled. Even more villagers getting pulled. Valdemar pulling forward with his military units. Well, SaS, he still doesn't have that many troops here. But yeah, trebuchets coming in from Valdemar, even more. There we go. More production buildings are now coming in. He definitely needs a lot more crossbows. We get some horsemen in from him as well, so just horsemen, arbaletier. These horsemen are also really cheap. These horsemen right now, they're cheaper than spearmen. That's quite something, I want to say. That's quite something. Horsemen also going for some raids here. Onto the base from Valdemar. Now we see a little trap war going on, but these trebuchets, they attack a good bit faster as well. 9.53 attack speed. Normal trebuchet, 11. Arbaletier at the front side might need to deploy the Pavisa. Pavisa not being deployed, instead just falling back for the time being. Wants to fight, if at all, underneath his own keep. Has a mangonel here. Mangonel gets a good shot off. And SaS, he's fine with taking a fight over here. He doesn't mind taking it underneath his keep. Pavisa has been deployed, and he runs away. You can't run away with the Pavisa. It's going to cancel out the Pavisa. Osman going to the backside. Mangonel is going to start being focused down. And Valdemar, he's losing a good amount of units, but he is starting to take this keep down. But SaS is making horsemen, and horsemen can dive a keep in order to take a trebuchet down. So this throwaway of the army here might not be good for Valdemar. Granted, he doesn't have the horseman count actually to really do enough. He's got some horsemen over here. That's not gonna be enough. Do we have any more trebuchets coming in? Nothing yet for the time being from the looks of it. We're getting a red palace in the middle of the map. He's gonna secure up this large gold vein and one of the sacred sites. Yeah, he did just take out the resources from that guild hall. It's also gonna force the trebuchets back for a little bit here. Needs to make sure that he's not too greedy though. Trebuchets are gonna pull forward once again. Repairs coming in. Only a single villager on that repair job for the time being though. And the 2 relics from SaS are also at the front side. But the age up time here could make a difference. Then again, we're starting to see mangonels as well, and this is a heavily emplaced, heavily fortified position at the moment. We're even seeing some springles coming in. Alright. So Valdemar leaning heavily into the siege for the time being. Some shots actually hitting that counterweight trebuchet. Looks like Valdemar is focusing down that trebuchet. No stone for SaS. He does have stone over here. So he is going to get some more stone income soon. And repairs coming in on that trebuchet. Imperial Age does reach. We're getting elite upgrade first on the horseman. Some elite horsemen are going to be the name of the game. We do have up to 3 trebuchets now. Where's the third trebuchet? I see 1, 2. I don't see the third. We're even seeing another TC now coming in. Horsemen still trying to go for raids. Men-at-arms are going to be there though. Even getting outpost up now on the trade, just making sure TCs if anything interesting is going on over there. A spearman actually snuck through. Looks like this side wasn't walled fully. Yeah, this keep is going to get taken down. Only upgrade at the moment that's elite is going to be those horsemen, but Valdemar has a good count of spearmen. This is going to be very dangerous. We're getting a royal cannon in next up as well. Where's the third? No, never mind. It's only 2 trebuchets. I thought I saw 3. Never mind. It was Valdemar with the 3. Okay, must be my imagination then. And now Valdemar, he's going to go for the attack. That's 5 mangonels. Yeah, the range backline from SaS is not going to have a fun time here. Oh man, this is going to be difficult. You're an Imperial Age, but you don't really have all the Imperial Age upgrades in yet. Horsemen, good count of them, but still, Veteran Spearmen plus 23 damage up against the Knights, up against the Cavalry. Makes it very, very difficult for him. So I've got a little bit of food in over there on that guild hall. We do have that cannon. The TC is going to get some good damage in. It does have a red palace emplacement in after all. So look at these spearmen. 3 shots of that and the spearmen will get taken down. So every time Valdemar just puts a couple of units up here, he is actually going to lose them. Trebuchet is also trying to get some hits on those mangonels, and some rams are coming in as well. 6 mangonels. Where's the cannon? The cannon's over here. Cannon could also take down the buildings here, and even start taking some hits up against the up against those mangonels. Trebuchet is doing their best to just deny any outposts coming in that are going to be a little bit too deep. Valdemar, he's got like 25 units in queue. He could go Imperial Age with a forward Berkshire if he canceled the queue there. Looks like the TC from SaS is gonna get taken down though. And SaS, I mean, this repel secures him both the large gold veins. If he's just able to stabilize here, Grant Valdemar's actually just taking his gold vein at the front side at the moment. If he's able to push Valdemar outside of his base, he's going to be in a fine position. The question is, can he push Valdemar out of his base? He does have that second TC going for him. Economy count still looking very good, very healthy for him. It's just that infrastructure is taking some heavy hits here behind this. Looks like the monastery is also getting taken down. Do we have religious units? We do have 2 religious units on their way. So Valdemar will want to take control over these relics now that he put them out on the ground, outside of that monastery. We're getting another cannon in, not from the siege workshop in the backside. Guildhall now under fire as well, and Berkshire is coming in the middle of the map. This is a very strong offensive position now. Arbaletier have elite upgrades on them. A fight needs to be taken soon here now by SaS. Needs to be so careful though. This mass of a backline up against the mangonels. Oh, it's gonna be difficult. Look at them. The spearmen completely surrounding the horsemen. Yeah, that's no way. And he's just dead. They're just all dead. They're just all dead. He needed more cannons. Like, if he had like 3 cannons, then he can start taking down the mangonels with ranged units. But without that, it's just very difficult for him. He does still have a good economy. The guild hall is safe for the time being. He could get more and more upgrades, and the issue is just infrastructure for him at the moment. We see more buildings over here, some not really being boosted up at the moment. Now the forward keep is coming in. This gold, granted though, isn't gonna last forever here. SaS, if he's, like once again, like if he's able to hold out, he's pretty close to pop cap. He needs to get rid of some economy. He needs more military count, else he's gonna get overrun. Because Valdemar, he's like with the siege at almost 100, SaS is at like 70. He's very far behind when it comes to the military count. Maybe now he remassed the horsemen. Horsemen count, spearmen need to go back. Cannons are doing a great job up against the mangonels. Now triple cannon is enough to take down those mangonels. Triple cannon is enough. There we go. Mangonels are getting taken down. SaS, this is the trade that he needed. Pavisa now coming in as well. Crossbow suddenly can't do that much against him anymore. SaS, he's going to be able to push back now. All of it The entire situation for SaS changed with this one decisive fight there. Being able to get rid of the mangonels. Valdemar, he was so overly reliant on those mangonels. Now that they're gone, his entire army just doesn't have any substance anymore. Cannons are pulling forward. Units jumping inside the battering ram. Repairs coming in. More horsemen being pushed to the front. Villagers getting pulled. Insufficient stone. No more repair coming in. Cannons just gonna go on back. Yeah, that's not looking good. The villager pathing not working out there. And the rams, what are the rams doing? They're just patrolling with 9 units inside. First keep is gonna get taken down. Valdemar, he's put economy here. He's put all of his production building up here. They're all gonna get taken down. He's gonna lose his entire forward base, and that is so much infrastructure. Imagine the damage that he did over here to SaS's base. He's gonna lose at least an equal amount of infrastructure here now with this forward base. Berkshire is now under attack by those royal cannons. Not royal cannons, but just normal cannons that are coming in. Berkshire trying to do some damage to those cannons. Repair is coming in. The cannons might actually have to... At least one of them might need to pull back. Now the cannon is coming in. Get some shots off. Berkshire is really low. SaS, he's committing. He is committing. Insufficient wood! And the Berkshire goes down. Next up, Outpost is going to get taken down. All the buildings are going to be taken down. The aura is going to disappear in the middle of the map for Valdemar. SaS with a 40 economy lead. These forward farms, they're not going to be able to like get farmed on. And now the worst of it all is, behind this, SaS, he's got control over the gold. Over the gold back here. He's got control over every gold in the game. SaS, he can only go up for this one, but... I mean, Valdemar, he can only go for the gold over here. That's not the most ideal situation to be in, right? Like, he doesn't even have any villagers on gold at the moment. None on gold. He's just trying to flood out mass crossbows and spearmen. But he's not gonna be in a position to get siege in anymore. Looks like one of the relics has been dropped over here. Yeah, Monk is coming in now. So he's gonna get that relic in back. Where's the last relic? I'm only seeing one on the map at the moment. Never mind, SaS already picked up the other one. So we do have all 5 relics accounted for. I mean, Valdemar, he is starting to mess up his army once again, but... Men-at-Arms, Spearman, doesn't feel that good when your opponent has 8 armor Arbalitria. This could have been even more. He's only on +1 Pierce armor at the time being. Valdemar. Now going for an engagement though, we still don't see Pavisa deployed. Means that the Arbalitria on the back, the crossbows on the back, are actually getting some good damage in. Mangonel shot, not quite finding the target that he wants. We see the Pavisa deployed, but then cancelled again. SaS, he really needs to commit. Like, if you deploy the Pavisa, you don't have to worry that much about the crossbows on the back line. Like, you can tell, like, these guys aren't taking that much damage from the front line. Like, not at all. They are very, very tanky here. Incendiary is coming as well. Horsemen do force the Spearmen back. So we got a little bit of a trade out going on over here. We do also have the attack speed upgrade researched for SaS on these crossbows, so they do attack a good bit faster. And the crossbows from Valdemar! The crossbows from Valdemar! He's not looking. They're getting caught out by the horsemen now. Running through the ruins of the keep that he had here once upon a time. That's a lot of the expensive mascot. That's a good amount of spearmen to have in queue, right? But the barracks are gone. How many barracks do we have remaining? Yo, okay. We've got a total of like 3 barracks. Make that 4 barracks. Producing 26 spearmen. They're gonna be there for a while. They are gonna be there for a while. Oh man, SaS suddenly able to take back command over this game. Double bombards now coming in from Valdemar, but it's not that he needs stuff against buildings at the moment. He needs stuff against military. He did manage to take down the keep in the middle from SaS, but this still doesn't allow him access over the gold vein because there is a Red Palace here, and Red Palace can even deal with bombards. Arbalitria, SaS, I mean, maybe this is the point in time where you gotta start thinking a little bit about getting rid of some economy at least. Just get that big army blob going, because English, they got a big army blob going on right now. They definitely do. Oh, we're seeing some Rebaldicans coming in now. That's great. Love to see the Rebaldicans. Bavisa deployed. Look at that. 9 melee armor, 8 ranged armor. Fight ensues. Cannons doing their job. Effective up against the melee front line here. Doing some great damage there. Have to be careful though. Don't want to lose them. Horsemen pulling him to the sides and all the arrows here. Cannons! Some cannon on cannon engagement. But at the end of the day, a lot of the army is going to be gone here for Valdemar. We don't see that many crossbows remaining here. Units are flooding across the map, but it's not the flood. Okay, we got to check again. We got to check again. Fight going on over here. Valdemar, 4 barracks, 50 spearmen in queue. That's a rough one. Fight still going on here in the mid-map. Rebaldicon coming forward now as well. You think you can win this with only spearmen? Well, the Rebaldicon has something to say about that. And you know the language that it speaks? It speaks French, and it goes... Okay, we didn't see the shot there. It wasn't quite timed correctly, but you get the gist. You get the gist. Rebaldicans do good damage. Up to 2 now. Some outposts coming up in the middle stealth forest here as well. Outpost getting taken down over here. Sacred Site victory is still a victory condition for SaS. It's actually at 3 minutes. Didn't pay too much attention to that, but SaS, you can just hunker down now on those sacred sites. There's not gonna be a ton that Valdemar can really do against that now, is it? He's gonna try and go for it. Keep is getting rushed up here in a little bit. I'm probably gonna see a lot of villagers moving out to that one. Fight coming in. Some villagers just sitting on that sacred site now. Units getting pulled by SaS. Wants to get rid of them. Rebaldicon are gonna start moving up as well now. Rebaldicon up against the back line. They are gonna get taken down. They did do a good amount of damage there. Keep is being rushed up. Still, there's a villager on that sacred site. Horseman coming in again. Spearman a little bit out of position. Arbaletria moving forward now. Decap is gonna get blocked out for a time being. More and more villagers being rushed up now. Definitely needs to get that keep up. Villagers getting pulled, trying to take those bombards out. It's not enough villagers. The bombards, the cannons, taking down all the infantry, getting the bonus damage against the infantry means that they can one-shot the longbows, means that they can one-shot the crossbows. And I feel like this might be it. Valdemar still has a lot of units in queue, just not out on the field where he really needs them. Oh, man. Another bombard now going down here at the front side. 53 spearmen out. It's so many spearmen in queue, it's crazy. 50 spearmen, but it's just four barracks. It is just 4 barracks at the end of the day. The food income is great. But you can't really keep up right now with the pure mass. Well, not the mass, but the quality that that SaS has out, right? Like, it's 10 armor. 10 armor against 14 damage. These guys don't do damage. Oh, we look at the wrong thing over there, but these guys don't do damage. These spearmen, the front line, they just don't hurt. They just don't hurt. And with that, GG is gonna get called. SaS is gonna be able to win the game 1 up against the set against Valdemar. Hope you guys enjoyed this castle game. If you did, definitely make sure you check out both SaS and Valdemar over on Twitch. Also, make sure you say hello to KP whenever he's streaming. This is a tournament that he is hosting. KillerPigeon's MidweekMuster. Make sure you do check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I see you all in the next one. Have a good one.